I'm Andy DeRoss, Superintendent of Schools in District 54. Today, I am at Meade Junior High in Elk Grove Village to visit with the students and staff in the District 54 Food Pantry. With the holiday season fast approaching, many people look for opportunities to help those less fortunate. While our main mission in District 54 is to educate students, we have several programs that support families in need. By providing this additional level of support, students can come to school ready to learn. 3 years ago, Meade staff and students, along with the Elk Grove and Schaumburg Hoffman Estates Rotary Clubs, opened a food pantry to serve families in need across our school district. 2 years later, the second food pantry opened at Keller Junior High School in Schaumburg. Students, staff, and families across the district also participate in District 54 Food Pantry by holding food drives to stock the shelves. The Rotary Clubs are actively involved in 2 student-led clubs at Meade, Rotary Prep and Interact. Both clubs support the food pantry through food drives, stocking the shelves, and informational talks at local grocery stores. Can you tell me a little bit of why you got involved with the food pantry?
Well, once I joined Interact, this seemed like the next logical step, because if I'm helping out our school, then the next logical step would be to help out our community too.
Okay, so your involvement has been at Meade Junior High has been for a couple of years?
Yeah.
Okay. And as a member of the club, what do you believe has been the biggest lesson that you've learned from?
The biggest lesson is that not all of us come from the same walks of life. There are many different kinds of people that come here to fill their everyday needs.
Okay. Well, I really want you to know how much we appreciate your generosity and your hard work in working with the food pantry and reaching out to those in need.
Thank you.
Can you tell me a little bit about what you've been doing here with the food pantry?
In food pantry, we've been stocking food and helping out people in the community who don't have enough for food and to live.
Okay, so what lessons have you learned from your involvement with the food pantry?
The food pantry taught me that everyone needs something and that we have to help out others so that they can be equal like us.
Okay, can you tell me a little bit about the activities that you've done throughout the last couple of years here?
We've done a lot of things to help the community. We've done the food pantry, we've raised money for polio, cancer, to help out people who are in need.
Great, great. Thank you very much for your hard work with the food pantry. Can you tell me how you've become involved with Rotary Prep?
My language arts teacher nominated me for this.
Okay, great. And what have you liked most about your involvement?
I liked meeting new people and helping out with organizing the food. And some of the teachers I didn't know, like Ms. Rimo, I didn't know her at first, so I got to know her. She's a really awesome teacher.
Great. Well, thank you for all your hard work with the food pantry. You both have been instrumental in establishing the food pantry here at Meade Junior High. Could you tell me a little bit about how the food pantry began?
Sure. It was my first year here. We were getting involved with the Schaumburg Hoffman Estates Rotary Club, and they wanted to do something with our school and our community. So Pete Hannigan and Scott Ross came to me and said, "Andrews, you need some ideas." We sat down with the Rotarians and brainstormed different ideas, and they wanted us to work on something sustainable. So that's how we decided about the idea of a food pantry, and if we could logistically make it happen in a school. But it worked, and here we are 4 years later.
Okay, great. Could you also, Amelia, describe for me the impact that you believe the food pantry and the work in the food pantry has had on District 54 students and specifically Meade students?
I think it's been great. Our first year of Meade Rotary Prep, we had a member whose mother was interviewed for the food pantry and just spoke about how impactful it's been in being able to come here and get the supplies that she needs and know that her son was also involved and helping the community and making sure that the food pantry was stocked. So I think it's been really instrumental in making our students feel like they're a part of something bigger.
Okay. And also, how has it impacted the District 54 families?
Well, I think I'm a social worker in the district, and we're always looking for community resources. And while they are slim, we are trying to link up our families with whatever they need. But having a food pantry on site just takes that step. Well, it makes it a little bit closer for them because they're familiar with their schools. We feel like it's a more comforting setting for them, that they trust us and they're building relationships with us. We feel like having a food pantry on site, it doesn't make it as difficult to find a pantry. It's right here for them in their community.
Right. And the impact has been significant. So thank you both.
It sure has.
I'm thankful to work in a community that so generously supports each other through programs such as the District 54 Food Pantry. For more information about the Food Pantry, please visit our website.